Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to everyone watching this video. My name is Ziyad Farhan bin Baharrudin. I'm from the group LG2401B, and today I'm going to talk about collocation for my grammar presentation. So the table of contents. So for today, I'm going to talk about the definition of collocation, how does it work, the function of collocation, why do we need to learn collocation, types of collocation, several ways to learn collocation, common mistakes, and of course, exercise with answers. So what is collocation? According to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, collocation is a combination of words in a language that happens very often and more frequently than would happen by chance. On the perspective of grammar, collocation is two or more words that often go together. This combination just sounds right to the native speakers who uses them all the time. So how does it work? So you can see the function of collocation here. The first one is of course to express yourself in different manners using words. Language is a form of art and a form of expression. So by using collocation, you can convey the message that you want to convey by expressing yourself correctly by using the correct collocation. Number two, to make your speech sound more natural to English listeners. Of course, there are so many English learners and also listeners out there. So to make people understand what you are trying to say, what you are trying to convey, use collocation. Of course, number three, to make it easier for English speakers to understand your speech. And number four, to convey your message easier without having the trouble of using sophisticated vocabularies in your daily speech. So why do we need to learn it? So number one is because your language will be more natural and more easily understood by people. You will have different and richer ways to express yourself through language. It's easier for our mind to remember and use language in chunks or blocks rather than as a single word. So we have several types of collocation with the example, of course. So the first one is adverb plus adjective, the combination of an adverb and an adjective in one phrase. For example, completely remote, squeaky clean. Number two, adjective plus noun, the combination of an adjective and a noun in a phrase. For example, red fire engine, deep space. Red is an adjective, fire engine is a noun, deep space, deep is the adjective, space is the noun. The combination of noun and noun in a phrase for the third type of collocation. So for example, sugar rush, car horn. You do not say salt rush, you say sugar rush. And then we have the fourth collocation, noun plus verb, the combination of a noun and a verb to form a phrase. For example, lions roar, birds fly. It can also be the other way around, like the phrase commit suicide, whereby commit is a verb, suicide is the noun. Next is verb plus expression with preposition, and in my opinion, it's the trickiest amongst all of the types of collocation because there are three elements in that particular collocation: the verb, the expression, and the preposition. The combination of verb and expression with preposition in a phrase. For example, burst into laughter. Burst is a verb, into is the preposition, and the whole sentence is the preposition. Same goes to break into bits. Alright, and then we have the last type of collocation, where is verb plus adverb, the combination of verb and adverb to form a phrase. For example, run quickly, where run is the verb, quickly is adverb, and sleep soundly, where verb is sleep and soundly is the adverb. And we have several ways to learn collocation. Number one is be aware. In collocation, try to recognize and understand where you see or hear collocation in your daily speech. There are many collocations written in newspapers, written in online newspaper articles, and so many more. And you need to learn collocation by blocks. Why? I will explain it later in the slide where I mention about common mistakes, and then revise what to learn. To remember collocation, you need to revise the phrases regularly to remember the phrases, and last but not least, learn collocation by types. As I taught you earlier, the 6 types of collocation, then learn collocation by types where you can see what type of collocations being used in a particular sentence, a passage, or an essay. And then we have some common mistakes when we are talking about collocation. So the first one is wrong choice of words. The usage of words in collocations are important. For example, you cannot say display gratitude, but you need to say express gratitude. Being used in the wrong context for the second mistake. Wrong usage of collocation in the context of a sentence. You cannot use former email to refer an email that you sent previously. Because when you use former email, you are referring to the account you are no longer using. So therefore, to talk about the email that you sent previously, you say previous email. Using the synonym of word in the collocation would be the number 3 common mistakes when using collocation. As mentioned before, collocations need to be learned by blocks and not words. It's wrong when you change fast into quick in the phrase of fast food. It doesn't make sense if you say quick food. Alright, and then we have some exercises. We are going to do the exercises like this. I will read the sentence and you try to guess the answer. So number 1, a short train is very fast. Correct. The answer is short train, where short train doesn't make any sense. So replace short with bullet, then therefore you will get a bullet train is very fast. Number 2, your comments are deeply appreciated. Correct. Deeply appreciated is the wrong collocation being used in this context. So change deeply into greatly appreciated. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Number 3, eat slowly. You are getting bread fragments all over the floor. Correct. The answer is bread fragments. It doesn't make sense and it is grammatically wrong. So therefore, you need to use a different type of word to replace fragments. So the answer would be, eat slowly, you are getting breadcrumb all over the floor. Number 4, it depends of your mood, honey. Change into it depends on your mood, honey. Okay, number 5, make sure you shut off your laptop before leaving. Answer is shut off. Shut off will be the incorrect collocation. Change it into shut down. So therefore, it will become, make sure you shut down your laptop before leaving. And last but not least, the convenient market is not very convenient. The convenient market is not very convenient. Good. The answer is convenient market, whereby you need to change convenient market into convenience store. Thank you for listening. That is all from me talking about collocation, and these are the sources of research that I do to make this video possible. With that being said, that is all for me. Thank you very much. I'm Ziyad Farhan bin Baharrudin, signing off.